Hello and welcome back. As you all know, I take every festival or a special occasion as an opportunity to make stuffs out of electronics, or to be precise, making life easier for myself as well as for you. So, on this festive occasion of Uttarayan, I came up with a rather interesting mini thread winding machine which makes your life easier as you do not have to go through the cumbersome process of winding the thread on your own because the machine does it all. So, in this video, we will delve into the process of building this thread winding machine and understanding it. So, let's get started. First of all, let's start with the 3D model which I designed a while back. The base should be firm so that it can withstand all the necessary load and does not collapse while performing its task. The main parts include a motor which will be a crucial component in this build as it will rotate the bobbin or the thread holder. Then two supporting barriers for holding the bobbin in place, a conveyor belt or a timing belt which transmits the motion of motor to the thread wheel, and a circuit for controlling the speed of the motor according to our convenience. And later, while building the thread winder, we will also add some holder for lifting it. After looking at the model, let's start building it. To start with, I took a shiny and a good looking fiber sheet of around 3.6 mm thickness and a length of around 55 cm so that everything fits inside it perfectly without any trade off or any excessive margins. Then I took some thick PVC pipes of around 40 mm in diameter as the barriers for holding the thread winder with a height of around 50 cm or half a meter, which are quite sturdy for this purpose. Drilled two holes at a distance of around 35 cm from each other and inserted the two barrier pipes and fixed them together by using a bit of force and a pulp of glue. After that was done, I drilled another two holes inside the barrier pipes for holding the bobbin in place. Now it's the advent of electronics. I salvaged a sewing machine motor from an old sewing machine which I had laying around and was quite useless. The specification of the sewing machine motor tells us that it runs on AC power instead of DC. The rating of the motor says that it runs on AC mains 220 volts 50 Hz frequency, which is by default our main supply in our homes. It consumes a current of about 270 milliamperes and a power of around 60 watts and runs at a speed of 5000 rpm, and that sounds more than enough for our purpose. So now there was a problem. We can't use a AC motor on DC supply using batteries or filtered AC and design our own PWM control using some circuitry which I designed a while ago. But we will explore it in the next video and learn about its working and calculation. So stay tuned. But wait, we can use a foot pedal which I also salvaged from the same sewing machine. But there was one question, what's inside a foot pedal? But anyways, that's a topic for another video and I will cover it in future videos. But in short, foot pedal varies the speed of AC motor by increasing or decreasing the current entering inside using a pot. After fixing the motor in place, I took a conveyor belt or a timing belt, joined it together and kept it for drying. Now it was time to make a coupler or a fixture for holding any bobbin rod in place without slipping off. So I took a coupler, basically used for joining two PVC pipes, but this works here. Anyways, then took some spacers in which we could fit the screws, tighten them accordingly to the diameter of the bobbin rod which serves the purpose. Drilled 4 holes, inserted the spacers inside, glued everything together, added some screws to see if it works, and yes, it does work. Then took a bobbin or a thread holder and fixed it inside the coupler we built recently. As we talked earlier, there should be a stand basically to lift the thread winding machine. So I took two PVC pipes of around 20 in diameter and a height of 45 centimeter, took two 90-degree couplers and fixed everything together and placed it on the fiber sheet. And our mechanical build was complete. Now it was time to test it. So I plugged the cable to 220 volts main supply, added the conveyor belt to the two shafts, tightened everything and checked if there was any problem. And guess what? It was working perfectly. There are some flaws like winding the thread equally around the surface of bobbin, which you have to do it manually. But I am currently working on it so that it becomes fully automatic, and which we will cover in future videos. As you can see that when the pedal is pressed harder, the speed of rotation increases, which increases the winding speed because it receives more power. So all in all, this works perfectly and saves you a lot of time. So let this Uttarayan be a less cumbersome to everyone. Like, share and subscribe if you like the video, and stay tuned for more videos like this.